A heavy drop of rainwater falls from the living room ceiling and lands in a plastic bucket on the floor. Homeowners often see that sudden drip and assume a roof leak has just started. This diagram shows the truth. A ceiling drip is the exit point of a long, hidden journey. Water rarely moves straight down. It travels along rafters, slides under decking seams, and tracks down electrical lines, silently navigating the gaps in your home's framing. To prevent major repairs, you have to find that water while it is still moving through the dark spaces of your home by looking for subtle, early warning signs. If you wait for a visible drip, the water has already bypassed your home's exterior armor and started moving through the sensitive interior. Here in Burbank, roofs face long stretches of intense UV exposure, followed by sudden seasonal rainstorms. These extreme weather swings test every architectural weak point on the exterior surface. In your gutters, a heavy accumulation of dark granules suggests the roof has lost its primary layer of UV protection, causing the asphalt to dry out and age rapidly. Wind-driven rain finds an opening where shingles have curled, lifted, or slightly cracked, allowing moisture to bypass the outer surface. Staining or corrosion around metal flashing, the layered transitions installed where the roof meets a vent, chimney, or skylight, reveals where these high-risk seals have failed. Applying a tube of caulking over a flashing gap often makes the problem worse by trapping moisture inside the joint rather than repairing the broken sequence. Once rain pushes past these exterior defenses, it begins a slow, invisible descent into the home's architecture. This X-ray diagram tracks where the water goes next, straight into the dark cavity of the attic, seeping through underlayment and sliding down interior plywood. It travels laterally along decking seams, moving several feet sideways before dropping onto the attic framing. A faint, musty odor near an upper floor closet or hallway often acts as an early alarm. Damp fiberglass insulation fosters odors if it stays wet for more than 48 hours, tipping you off before a stain appears. If you look up at the decking and see dark wood and clusters of rusted roofing nail tips piercing through the plywood, you are seeing evidence of repeated moisture exposure right above your living space. These symptoms prove the leak is active. The internal framing and insulation begin acting like a massive sponge, holding the water against the wood. Eventually, that moisture reaches capacity, and gravity pulls the water down out of the attic and into your interior wall cavities. Faint shadows or ceiling rings can appear after a rainstorm and then completely fade away as the room dries out. A disappearing mark usually means the visible surface dried, but the moisture is still trapped in a wet-dry cycle that corrodes fasteners and rots the wood inside the wall. As the wood saturates, the moisture reaches the paint itself, causing it to bubble or peel near the ceiling line and window casings. Looking at this diagram, you can see how water runs vertically down the internal sheathing and pools heavily on the header above a window frame. This often tricks homeowners into hunting for a leaky window when the actual failure is high up on the roof. When interior finishes warp or peel, the entire structural pathway behind the wall is already saturated, making early detection the only defense against high repair costs. This cross-section reveals the complete journey. Water from a failed roof vent slides down a rafter, drops into an interior wall, and surfaces at a baseboard. This complex system failure means guessing the source from a ceiling stain allows moisture to spread. If you've noticed a musty smell, a rusted nail in the attic, or peeling paint near your trim, the internal damage is actively compounding with every passing storm. You need proactive intervention. During a forensic roof inspection, the team at Repair Burbank evaluates the exterior surface, the attic space, and your interior walls to trace the true path of the hidden water. Stop waiting for the ceiling to collapse. Click the link below to schedule an expert inspection with Repair Burbank today and fix the leak before it hits your living space.